It is now all too late to go back. Yeah. You can see guillemots nesting on the leaves by the cliffs. They will be digging their burrows on the ground. So,
Man, already that's fabulous. This is
whoa, there you go. A little push.
And you're going to be the first one. And when we come here off to the grass, and you see the sea on the other side, there we are going to stop again and take the trip together. Then I'm going to talk with you again and tell you a lot of stories. So I'm always the last one, so I can help the people off if something is wrong on the way off. So when we are ready, we can start to walk off. Perfect.
Muffins galore.
Camión. Right. Probably.
King.
I still got this small water handle. Don't disturb me, I'm there. This is a black bait.